Okay, at this video we are going to talk about polynomials. Just before that, let's simplify some of the expression. So see, if you have x to the power of 3 divided by x to the power of 2. What is this? It means that x multiplied by x multiplied by x 3 times, and this one x multiplied by x 2 times. As we know, we look at the exponent of this variable, and then so it cancels out, and we have x. See, there is another way you can write x2. When this is a multiplication. See, we have x3, we can write this one times x to the power of minus 2. It means that, so we have the base is the same, we write this one and subtract this, minus 2 plus 3 is going to be 1. It's going to be x. See, actually you subtract the exponent there. Always, if anything there, any plus, for example, is plus the square root of 2 to the power of 2. It's obvious, what it's going to be 1 plus 2 times. This one is going to be multiplied by itself 2 times. Okay, so if we have a fraction that the 1 plus the square root of 2 to the power of 2 is there, see, it's going to be, if you write it in a negative exponent form, they say that 1 times whatever it is, if it's 2 here, whatever, 2, this is times multiplication. 1 plus the square root of 2. See, this one from the denominator is going to come to numerator. The exponent is going to get negative. You know what I mean? And we could write it like this. We could write it like this. 2 times 1 plus square root of 2 to the power of 2. So here we could write x as a negative, the negative exponent. How about this? X for x, I don't know, a big number, 58. X to the power of 58 means 58 times is going to be multiplied by itself. We cannot write this like cancel this out. But what we can do, we say x to the power of 4, okay, multiplied by x to the power, this one is going to come up. The exponent, when we write it in a numerator, the exponent, the sign of exponent is going to be changed. Minus 58. So the result is going to be x minus 58 plus 4 is equal to x minus 54. It means, what it means this one? It means 1 over x to the power of 54. It means that we have 54 times x is going to be multiplied. 53 times, 54 times. So we could, simplify like this. Let's get a more complicated one. X5, y. These are multiplication. When we write this way, is y squared over x 8 y minus 2. Even y minus all of it, not the same one, but minus 5. You write first this one. It's a x to the power of 5 minus 8 for this one, and then we have y 2 minus 5, you know, because you subtract this one from this one, you subtract it, whatever the value is, you subtract it. Subtract this, you say x to the power minus 3, y to the power of this is going to be plus 5, so 7. See what happened? Now we find out that you know, this is one way of doing it. So that's enough for this. Let's get to the polynomial. Say that we have you know, the mononomial like just one 4x, for example. Okay, it's mononomial. It has a coefficient, a number, and then we have a variable. Variable could be x anything, you know. When later on when we substitute, sometimes say, hey, x is equal to 1, or give x is equal to 2, write this how much it's going to be, x is equal to 3. When x is equal to 1, 4x is going to be this one. 4x is going to be 4 times 1 is equal to 4. 4 times x is 2 now, it's 8. And 4 times 3 is going to be 12. So it depends. We can give value to this and then find out. I don't want to get to this right now, but mostly concentrate on the multiplication, addition, and subtraction of polynomials. You have minus 4, 4x, you know, 4x plus 2x minus 5x. What is going to be? 4 plus 2 is 6x minus 5x is going to be just 1x. 1x. We don't write 1 just before that. Or if you have something like this, 2x minus 4x plus x2 minus 5x2. See, the way to the result is going to be, see, like this is another variable. I mean, that has a different. We can add these together. We can add these. You know, they have the variable part is the same. This is variable part x power of 2 is the same. We can add this. This is minus 2x is going to be, and then minus 5 plus 1. This is 1x. It's going to be minus 4x2. Okay, that's going to be the, you know, the answer. Or, you know, you add these that are the same, you know, like this is apple, this is pineapple. We can add this together. We can find the values, you know, if you give x to something and then we say, oh, we want to add this one, we want to give it a, find these values if x is equal to 1 over 2. You know, see, we use all these fractions to substitute the value of x into this. Like we are talking about this one, okay? That, for example, a is going to be like this. We're going to find a. or you use some variables that anything we can use. C is equal to, we're going to find C. Put the instead of x, put x over 2. This is going to be minus 2 times 1 over 2 minus 4 times 1 over 2 and to the power of 2. See, the order that we compute all these is, let me write it here, parentheses first, second exponent, and then division, multiplication, and then addition and subtraction. Division and multiplication. Okay, so what it says is you have to compute the value in the parentheses, this parenthesis is power of 2. If we had, for example, 4 minus 2, then we had first to add, when we have to find out this value first and then power of whatever it is. But here, the value in the parentheses is 1 over 2. So the exponent, we cannot say, hey, minus 4 times 1 over 2. It doesn't mean anything. What it means is you have a long way to go. But it means that minus 4 times minus 2 times, I'm sorry, 1/2 over 1/2 is multiplied by 1/2. That's what it means. These two means this one, and minus 4 is this. So we compute these parentheses and the exponential, and then we multiply this. We cannot just multiply this one by this one. We say like, it's going to be nothing. I mean, we cannot say minus 4 times 1 over 2. It's just very unacceptable. I mean, totally wrong, We say 4 times 1 is 2, and then we power these 2 to, and what are you going to do with this? You are not going to get the right answer. So actually, it's going to be this. So minus 4 times, always look at the sign, the sign, and also what kind of things you want to do with it. Multiply it, add it, subtract it, whatever. So this is going to be 1 over 4, the result. And then we have 4 times 1 over 4. It just cancels out. It's going to be 1. 4, So what I was trying to say is this one is going to be 1. So minus 2 times, and then we have minus 2 times 1 over 2. It's going to be minus 2 over 2 is going to be minus 1. So this is minus 1, and this because we didn't write the sign. See, minus 4 times 1 over 4 is going to be minus 4 over 4 times 1 over 4. It's going to be 1 negative, minus 1. Yeah, I was going to, sorry. Because, when you say minus 4 times 1 over 4, it's going to be minus 1. It means that it is minus 4 over 4, it's going to be minus 1. We say that the division, minus sign divided by the positive sign is going to be minus. So this is minus 1, and this is minus 1. So minus 1 is going to be minus 1. So it's going to be minus 2. The result is going to be minus 2. Okay. See, you have 2x times 2x. This is variable, and this is multiplication. 2x. Okay, so let's give an example. 2 times 2 times 2x to the power of 3 plus plus 6 plus 6 x to the this one should be, I mean, I want to make it like minus 2, you know, it nothing wrong with it. It just, this one means 6 over x2. We bring it up and change the sign. So let's do this one, and then we are going to multiply 2x, multiplication, and if there is no, the parenthesis means that these are different. This we multiply 2x by this one. So what you do, you multiply with the first item, you multiply 2x by the first item, and then add it to the multiplication of 2x times 6x to the power of minus 2. Okay. So it's going to be 4, this one, 2x times 2x to the power of 3 is going to be 4x to the power of 4. And we add these, this is exponent, and the x has one exponent, and when the bases are the same, we add the exponent together. So, and then we say plus 12. We have x to the power of 1 and x to the power of minus 2. What is going to be? X to the power of minus 1. Because you're going to add minus 2 plus 1 is going to minus 1. Okay? That's it. But you can also write this one as 4x2 plus 12x. We can write this one too. Okay, let's get an example that with binomial like 3x minus 1 times 2x plus 2. So at this one, what you're going to do is multiply this one by this one, this one by this one, and then this one by this one, and then this one by this one. Actually 4 of them, 4 multiplication. So we say 3x, no, let me just by memory. 3x times 2x is going to be 6x2. And 3x times 2, 3x times 2 is going to be plus 6x. And minus 1 times 2x is going to be minus 2x. So you got, you know, minus times number minus 1 here. It's going to be by 2x is going to be minus 2. The result of this, when you multiply a negative number by positive number, the result is going to be negative number. So minus 2 is minus 2x. And then minus 1 times 2 is going to be minus 2. So we simplify this one, 6x2 plus 4x minus 2. And for more simplicity, you know, we can divide all. See, when you divide something in this polynomial, you have to divide all those by 2. So you can write this one, you know, divide by 2, it's because it's divisible by 2. You know, actually you find the GCF of this. See, okay, no, let me talk about this, talk about those later, because it's A little bit different from what I was trying to say. So yeah, all of them are divided by 2 is going to be 3x2 plus 2x minus 1. All of them divided by. So this is the simplified this, and we write it this way, you know, in order. The higher exponent comes first and the lower. Okay, now let's get to we talked about the multiplication of these two, and we are gonna you know, we have the 2x minus 3, then plus, see, this is an expression, plus, this is one of them, and the other, we are going to add two binomials together. It's going to be plus 5x minus 2. It's obvious. We have a plus sign, all of them is written the same way, plus 5x minus 2. See, we have 5x here, we have 2x here. It's going to be 7x. And minus 3 minus 2 is going to be minus 5. So if you find the result of this, it's going to be x over 5 over 7. See what happened? 7x is going to, this one is equal to 0. Okay, and then 5 is going to go this, the other side is going to change its sign, and then x is equal to 5 over 7. So, or you could get it back to its original, you know, if this 5 is divided by the coefficient of x, which is 7. Now, this is the answer. If the original one, you want to come back, you say x times 7, which is 7x, is 1 times 5 is going to be 5. It's like this. Now that was addition and subtraction. We have 4x minus 2 minus 3x, let's see, 6x minus 4. Now you want to solve this. See, 4x minus 2, we write this one because there is no negative sign, that we have to change it, the sign. Then this one we have, it's going to be actually minus 1 times 6x, and the minus times a positive number, negative number times a positive number, you know it's going to be negative, so it's going to be minus 6x. And this minus 1 times minus 4 is going to be plus 4. So we write it here, we add those that are similar to each other, like 6x and 4x, we can subtract, you know, 6 minus 2x is going to be, okay? And then we take these, this is going to be minus 2 plus 4 is going to be plus 2, the total of these. And then plus 2 is going to go there, it's going to be minus 2. So x is equal to minus 2 over minus 2 is equal to, 1. Okay? If you want to find just the answer is this, but otherwise, just if you talk about multiplication, subtraction, addition, and all this, you just write this one. You don't use it minus 2x plus 2. You know, it's going to be the answer. But sometimes you have to find the value of x. I will tell you later, you know, if we have equation, and so we talk about this. How about if it was minus 2, for example? Okay, the story is different. This part is the same. 4 minus 2, okay. Minus 2 times 6 is going to minus 12x, and minus 2 times minus 4 is going to be plus 8. I mean, we don't write. See, plus 8, plus 8, plus 8. This is just subtraction, but this one has a 2 behind it. We have to multiply 2 by every item, and to see it's going to be this, and then we say minus 8x plus 6. It's going to be the result of this multiplication. Okay, now we talked about multiplication, addition, and then division. If you have something like 4x2 minus 5x plus 5, if you want to divide it by 5, for example, or divide it by x, let's divide it by x. Each of them are going to be divided by x. Let's say 4x2 divided by x minus 5x divided by x plus 5 divided by x. And these are 5x. So if you want to simplify, you say 4x, because 2 minus 1 to the power of 1, 2, it's going to be 2x at the top. When it's cancelled out, it's just 1x is stay here, minus 5 plus 5 over x. Oh, okay. And if you eliminate x from the this means we don't have x at new denominator. We want to eliminate those. What we do, we multiply all of them again, all of them by x. What is going to be 4x2 minus 5x, x times 5x, x times 5x, x cancel out, it's going to be 5 plus 5. Oh, this is the same, we got the same things before. Actually, we factor this way. Okay, now let's talk about some multiplication, and then multiplication of this, because we need those well, we can talk about this. We will talk about the multiplication like x minus 1, x plus 2 later. We will do it later. Or let's do it soon as still time. It's going to be x2 plus 2x minus x minus 2. And then x2 is going to be plus x minus 2. So the result of this. So we continue those later. And because there are a lot of subjects. It's interesting thing. We are going to get